All right, today we are going over the new dog box transmission, and I'll be doing some things that you don't normally do in a regular transmission. You're gonna want to watch this. So, unfortunately, our starter is having issues, so the way that we get this thing to work is you have to align the teeth on the flywheel to the starter, and it's just not fun. So, we'll go for a try. Doesn't work, so you bump it just to align the teeth, and then it works. Starter problems. Let this thing warm up real quick and then we'll get on the road. Alright, so we do have a fat exhaust leak, which sucks. But I'll take you guys around the hood just to see how this thing works. If you don't want your dog box to clunk going into first gear, what you're going to want to do is push your clutch in and hold it in there for around 3 seconds and then put the transmission into gear. And it won't make any real loud noises, might make a little clunk, but that's about it. Versus clutch in, slam it into first gear, it hits the dogs really hard and it doesn't go well for them. So we'll do it right here. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Little clunk, nothing major. So a couple of things. Thing number one, you can shift this thing stupid fast. You can even shift it without pushing in the clutch, which we'll be doing later. But things I really like about it is that it just feels strong, it feels sturdy. I'm pretty excited about this thing. I'll go to a spot real quick where we can actually really run this thing hard. Alright, so I'm really going to show you guys just like how hard you can be on this transmission and it'll hold up. And so I'll do a run where I shift with the clutch. And then I'll show you a run where I shift without the clutch. It's really loud and it sounds like everything's braking. Rest assured, it ain't braking. Hear how hard it is? Now you don't have to shift it really hard. I would like to say more, you shift it with a purpose. That makes sense. Shift it with a purpose and you'll be absolutely fine. You don't want to bounce the dogs against each other because that's how you wear them out and then they stop working and you got to replace them. So here we go, I'll run you through some gears with the clutch. Careful because this transmission, it allows you to be able to shift from fourth down to first, from fourth to second, from, you know what I mean? Like you can jump into any gear from any gear because of the design. The shifter naturally rests in between third and fourth, which is really nice because that's usually where you're at when you're driving with this amount of power. But you've got to be careful because you can put it into any gear. Like, it's kind of scary. But you'll get comfortable with it. It is a regular H pattern. So you have first and second. Nothing fancy there. So now I'll run you through the gears using no clutch. I'll use a clutch initially off the first gear, but shifting up through the gears, I won't clutch. Not having to clutch in is a lot smoother and it saves you a lot of time. Now, that was second to fourth, but now see, you still have to clutch in when you put an e-brake and when you're leaving the line and different things like that, but you don't have to necessarily clutch in when you're coming up out of the line or into the first corner or even in between corners. All you have to do is lift off the throttle a little bit, shift to the next gear, and you're ready to go. Let's do a little sideways. So as you can see, that's kind of like how this transmission works, as far as like being able to shift it extremely fast with or without the clutch, depending on how you live your life. I don't know. It's super comfy. They send it out with the long shifter. It doesn't sit like really tall, but the ball's like really nice, real comfy size to it. And then just like the position of it being here where you have your steering wheel, your shifter, and then your e-brake, like everything's pretty well like placed. It does offset your shifter to the left a little bit, so we had Proper Fabworks make us this big old like trans tunnel cover here, and it worked out really well. But like I said, it rests between third and fourth, so that's third, that's fourth, and then you have first gear. It didn't really go into first gear, but that's where first is, a little bit further forward. Second gear there, and then you have to push it down and over and forward, and then that's reverse. When I'm saying you can shift it into any gear from any gear, you're not going to throw it into reverse. Really, I would say just you have to worry about going from second to first, because the shift pattern, like if you're in second and you go to push it forward and you push it forward super fast without kind of adding that little angle to it, it'll go into first. So when you're in second, you just got to push it like that forward. See how you can kind of see that's first, second, that's third, and then fourth is back here. This was Tex Racing and G4 Racing's #1 seller for like NASCAR when they did the side shifter stuff. NASCAR changed the rules to where you have to have a top load shifter, so now people have those GSR gearboxes, and those are essentially the same internal, similar, a total different external, and then the shifter, instead of having the rods that go down the side, now the shifter sits right on top, like your T56 or your T5s, different transmissions like that. This transmission's just really loud, really tough, and you can really beat the crap out of it, as you guys can see. It makes driving way freaking easier. So if you're gonna go put money into a T56 or a few grand into one of those other transmissions, consider going to Tex Racing and G4 Racing and getting a GF4A. I have nothing but positive things to say about it. It is loud, it does sound like it's exploding every time, but it ain't. This thing is stupid tough. So again, if you're getting serious, if you're gonna build a nice car or a serious competition car, or even just a car to go have fun in, I would definitely look into Tex Racing and G4. Rick from RTS told me that a lot of guys who build cars, they'll sell the cars without the transmissions in them if they put these dog boxes in them, because they are a little bit on the pricier side, but they're just so freaking good that you don't want to get rid of them. Like, you just want to keep it and not let it go. So it's definitely one of the better things I've done to my car for sure. Pretty much I just want to take you guys for a quick little ride, show you how it works, show you how hard you can be on it, and we even snuck a little drift in there for you. So that was dope. But anyways, if you guys want to see more of this transmission in action on an actual track, go ahead and click over here. If you guys want to watch some more of our videos, click up here to subscribe. And if you guys want to see some SoCal Sideways edits, click up there. Check it out, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. Later, guys.